On this week's episode, we're bringing you a fun little cheeky game about ways we disclose.
Whether they are actual ways we disclose or just a joke, I mean, hope you can relate or maybe get some ideas.
So stick around.
Hello and welcome to Rare with Flair,
the podcast where two best friends with the same rare disease are just out here living our best lives. I'm your host, Casey.
and I'm your host, Cassandra.
Shocker of the century.
Yeah.
Cass and I just saw each other,
Tee-hee!
actually.
But it's not for why you think.
It's not for why you think, because we have another trip coming up in like a week.
Yeah.
But Cass, little sneaky McSneakerson over there, Cass and some of my other bridesmaids, we had a little surprise trip in Nashville.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The Nash batch surprise batch was actually so much fun. And it was, I think, easier to keep the secret than when you were getting engaged.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just because you kind of knew the engagement was coming and we talked about it so much that I had to be like, oh.
That's right. That's true.
Oh, no, I wonder.
Yeah.
Wow. Even though her fiance had reached out to me like a month before he planned to do it.
That makes sense.
And some of her other bridesmaids. But this time, you barely mentioned going on this trip, which was primed as like a girls' trip, right?
Yes. So my friend Ashley and my sister, they were like, let's just do a little girls' weekend. I was like, that sounds fun, because we do that kind of stuff. I mean, at least Ashley and I have done little trips or whatever. But I was not expecting Cass and some of my other friends to be there at all. And it was so lovely and amazing. And they did not have to do that, but they did. It was very, very sweet. It was very fun. We did tea time. We did bookstore, thrifting, all my favorite things, of course.
It was so fun.
And played games, watched movies, wore matching PJs. It was a blast. It felt very girl, you know?
It was
like girl
so
time.
girl. It was so girl. And your
So
friends
girl.
are really, really lovely people. It's rare that you actually enjoy everyone at a bachelorette because everyone's really like there for the bride. And so you're
like
connecting different worlds of your life.
Yes. I was shocked that Anaheim, and you were shocked that Anaheim did not bark when I was walking into the house, because I walked in downstairs and the girls were hiding upstairs. And, you know, he could hear that someone was coming into the house. And I'm very surprised that he
does know you. You know,
he does know me, and he likes me, so you would think he might, but I bet he could kind of sense that y'all were all being quiet. I don't know.
Yeah.
I bet he felt the tension.
I bet.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was
but anyway.
So fun. And
so fun.
Case initially didn't want to have a bachelorette because a lot of us live far away, but we were like, we're going to do it anyway.
Which is so nice, because, yeah, they're already flying in for the wedding, and that is honestly enough. Like, I think when you ask someone to be in a wedding, like, you're asking them to be in the wedding. Anything extra is just very, very kind, you know? Like, I'm not expecting the world to move, but I'm so grateful. It was so fun.
It was
we had a great time.
Such a blast, and it was so short, though. Like, kind
I know,
of like a day and a half. So
I know.
I miss you already, but I'm so excited I get to see you again in like a week and a half.
I know. We get to see each other so soon. Any other updates from you?
You know, not really. I don't think there's anything as exciting as surprising you. But
I know. That was pretty great. That topped our week for sure.
It was awesome. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm trying to revive my plants, actually. That's been the thing that I've been working on. My monstera is suffering, and so I have had to do 911 repair to resuscitation to my monstera. But she's doing a lot better now. I'm happy to report.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
You're making me want to like breathe new life into my plants and care for them. It's not that I don't care for them and water them, but I feel like I could be a little more attentive to my plants.
I know. I feel like I've neglected my plants lately, and now I'm getting back into it, which has been exciting and necessary, because otherwise my monster so would have died.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. Yeah. I am so excited for this episode, though. I'm so excited. This was Cass's brainchild, and I think it's one of our most fun, creative things we've ever done.
So,
to be honest.
All right. So Casey is engaged. We know this. I am single and I am dating. And one of the things that, we still talk about is how we end up disclosing to people that we're meeting. And this comes up, I think, more in dating than in any other situation. And you have to kind of be strategic about how you tell them about your vision so that you do a fine balance of informing them but not totally scaring them either.
Totally. Very fine balance.
It's tough.
You kind of want to slip it into a conversation naturally, because if they ask you, like, do you like pizza? And you're like, yeah, by the way, I'm visually impaired. You're making a bigger deal out of it almost if you just randomly like send a paragraph about your vision. At least that's how we feel. And so you want to tell them, you don't want to hide it, but also you want to just slip it in and make it like a normal thing. It's not a normal thing really, but you want to make it sound as normal as possible,
right?
In these situations. And honestly, this doesn't just have to go for dating. Dating is of course a very common place to have to do it, but a lot of times you do have to like randomly tell someone you can't see, and it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, sometimes you might have a cane or a dog, so it's easier to disclose, but there are situations where people just don't know, and you have to let them know. But dating is fun because Cass and I prefer to tell the date before we meet them, which is also a whole other barrel of fun,
It really is. And like most people, we were saying like majority take it really well. They're kind of fine with it. They maybe ask a follow-up question, or maybe they don't say anything, and that's okay. All you need to do is inform them so that they're not surprised or caught off guard when you might not be able to find them when you meet up at a place.
Right. Yeah, I would say, I dated for many, many, many years as well, and I would say like 9 times out of 10, they were really chill about it, really cool about it. So if you're listening to this and you're going to start dating, or you are, typically people are kind. So, but
do you remember any particularly, well, okay, wait, actually I did want to ask a different question first. So before, we're going to kind of make this into a game to spoil the fun a little bit, but we're going to have different premises of questions or conversations that you might be having with someone, usually over text, which is how we end up doing it a lot of the time, especially when you're talking to someone that you maybe have matched with on a dating app. But are there certain words you do or don't say when disclosing?
I love this because we've talked about this privately before. Personally, and this is a personal preference, I do not say legally blind. The term legally blind really confuses people, and it also sounds pretty serious, which it is, and we are legally blind. I'll own up to that, but I think that's something I would rather tell someone later, just because they don't. The terminology is just not well known what it means. Yeah. There is visually impaired, there is low vision. In the past, I have said visually impaired, or sometimes I'll even just say my eyesight is not great.
Yeah.
And then of course I will explain later, but just as the first intro. I mean, how do you feel about that? I think you feel maybe a similar way
I
to
think almost exactly the same. Yeah. Usually it's either visually impaired or my vision isn't so good. But
yeah, because in the past, people also are very confused by visually impaired, and there have been quite a few times actually where I've said I'm visually impaired, and they have said, "Oh, me too. I wear glasses."
Right.
Or they just don't. Yeah. They do not get what I'm saying.
And legally blind, I think, creates more of that. Like we've talked about many times on this pod, when you say you're legally blind, eye doctors have done a terrible job of telling people that they would be if their vision was not correctable, but they don't make that distinction clear enough. So people are just like, oh yeah, me too. But
I'm legally blind. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, right. So people get very, very confused about all these terms, and there's not really a way that can explain it well until you talk to somebody, but that's a good way to slip it in, and yeah.
And then I think my softball answers for, or at least the easiest ways that I'll slip it in before we actually like get into the game. Usually, I think the easiest ways are either if someone asks me about my job, which is in a space that touches disability, I can make it very easily make the conversation trend that way. Or sometimes they'll even ask, how'd you get into accessibility work? And so then it's just a really easy softball way for me to disclose. Also, when people ask where I live or if I like where I live, and I live in an area that's really walkable. And so that's, for me, super easy to disclose. Those are some of my like top 2.
That's so funny. Those are my top 2
that's
also.
Hilarious.
Well, so I'll explain. So when I was in New York, my top one was I moved here for the independence and the public transit. And then I would explain. Or even when I moved back to the Memphis area, I would say, I just got back from New York and here's why, one of the reasons I went, like I would like use that. Now it's been kind of too long since I've been in New York. I barely mention it on the dating apps anymore, but I do use my job, or not now. I'm not on the apps, LOL, but it's like, you did. It's like I'm caught in a lie. Oh no. It's like now, whoops. No. But I did use, I often used my job because I also work in that, in the nonprofit space for that. That serves people with low vision and stuff. So I would often use that because it comes up because they usually ask, what do you do? And you don't have to say it, but it kind of works. But Cass and I were talking recently about how fun it is to like throw it in at a really unexpected time. And we were like, you know what? We could literally relate disability to anything. Yeah. Anything in our life, we think.
I have a specific story. I did this literally last week. I was talking to a guy that I had met. I had already met this person at an in-person speed dating event, but I still, we were going to go out just on an actual date. And I don't usually take my cane or Anaheim on a date. If I take Anaheim, it becomes the Anaheim show. And as much as I love to watch that show every day of my life,
my favorite show.
It's my favorite show. It's so much to bring to a new person. So I actually...
It is.
Especially because also I'm going on a date usually in an evening. He's usually worked throughout the day, so he's like good. And I can just leave him crated at home and it's honestly fine. But I don't take my cane either because I'm usually just going into a restaurant and then out, right? So there's really hardly ever any need. And sometimes I'll throw it in my purse in case they're like, do you want to go on a walk? And then I'm like, sure. And if I don't know them like that, I won't do sighted guide.
Right.
It's a fine balance, but.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so I realized I was gonna go out with this guy and it was like the day of, I think, the date. And I was like, oh shoot, I haven't disclosed. Okay, I was telling Casey, I'm like, well, I guess I gotta see what we've been talking about. So we were talking about traveling and I had asked him if he's a museum person, and we were talking about museums then, and I was like, well, I enjoy museums. I love a good audio tour because my vision isn't so good.
I was like, smooth, girl, smooth, very smooth.
Yeah.
Because you can't just like randomly bring it up. You gotta like make it go with the conversation.
It's so much weirder if you have a sit down. Hey, my vision doesn't work well, and no.
Yeah, I do not want it to be a separate thing of like, I like to travel. By the way, I can't see, like, it's just, it works so much better if you can tie it with something. So that was a great way of tying it together.
Thank you. I was impressed with myself. That came out of Cast GPT.
Too. Yeah. And I've also helped you do this, which has been fun.
Like, you helped me do this like a couple days ago.
Yeah, I helped her a couple days ago. Yeah. The guy said something, if you don't mind me sharing.
No, absolutely.
Like he said something about Cass, living a full life, because she was talking about doing a bunch of hobbies and stuff. And I was like, yeah, you could totally use that of like, yeah, I do live a full life. In fact, and like use it as like a disability thing of like, even though I can't see, I do all these things. And,
Right.
So we were like laughing
to walk
together.
Around, especially because I can't drive.
Yeah.
Because my vision
Especially
is bad.
I don't drive.
But
and then she would read me the text before she sent it. We would like cross our fingers,
Yes.
like, okay, here we go. Like, here it goes. Because it is a little nerve wracking when you're first sending that text to somebody, because, like I said, 9 times out of 10, it's good. But that 1% of the time, or that one time out of 10 might be a negative reaction or a weird reaction. And we've both experienced that.
Yeah.
And it's not fun. It's not fun.
Yeah.
But,
And they might not have that reaction in the text. They might save it for the date.
Yep.
They might just pepper you with questions all of a sudden. So, just know that that's a possibility, and know that you don't have to see them again if it is.
That's very true. You don't have to see any of these people again.
Exactly.
That is up to you. But yeah, it's a fun time.
Okay, but I did, to get to the game, I did ask ChatGPT, who actually helps us a good bit with coming up with some of our like episode titles and other pod related things. I gave it the premise and asked it for a list of questions for this game, of like kind of ranging from softball questions where you can very easily make a natural disclosure, to some kind of mid-challenging to ultimate borderline absurd ways that you could force a disclosure, kind of like the museum thing.
Yeah.
So, would we like to get started?
I would. And if you want to give me the first one, I think I have a good answer for it.
Okay. So, what do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun? I really love to read. I'm obsessed with my Kindle. I don't really read physical books. I don't really read physical books because my vision's not that great, but the Kindle is awesome because I can enlarge the font, and I enjoy that in audiobooks as well.
Banger. Love it.
Thank you. Do you want to take that one as well, or I can give you the next one, or do you have one for that?
Ooh, what do I... Ooh. I'm trying to think.
Take your time.
I have a huge variety of hobbies, and I'm never in my house for very long, which is extra fun because I love to go on walks and explore my neighborhood since I don't drive, because my vision isn't so good.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Should I give you the next one?
Go for it.
Should we
pick? You can pick any of the random ones.
Or I can just pick any of them. Okay. So actually, I'm going to pick, what's your morning routine look like?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked this one because I was thinking I had a good answer for it. Well, I like to take my time and get ready for the day, make a good breakfast, and take care of my guide dog. Who goes to work with me because he has an important job to do.
Wow. I love acting like I'm the date on the other end, being like, oh, you're a guide dog.
Oh, yeah.
This is so fun.
This is hilarious. Okay, wait. What's your morning routine like?
Oh, gosh. I've got to think how this relates to disability. I've got to think. Because I don't have a guide dog to get ready. Okay, I'm gonna, this is not something I would actually say to a date, but I'm gonna try to really go off the wall here a little bit for the sake of being funny in the game. I would never actually say this, I don't think. But, so my morning routine is fun. I wake up, and it's really important that I do my skincare. And I always start the day off with sunscreen because I have albinism. And It is important that you put on your morning sunscreen. So
that's right.
Albinism causes my vision to not be so great, but with sunscreen and the proper care, my life's pretty great.
Impressive.
That's a bit of a reach. I don't think I would actually do that.
Yeah,
but I think it's fun for the game.
Right. We probably wouldn't be actually saying the names of what we have because
the names
that
of our
seems
diagnoses.
Too serious, and they can go Google rabbit hole.
Right. I would not actually personally say I have albinism in the messages. Of course, eventually they would learn that.
Eventually.
But I do put on sunscreen in the morning, and that is a morning routine thing that a lot of people do. Nice. And I was like, you know what? That relates. It does relate.
I'm impressed. I was expecting you to actually go I put on my makeup with my magnified mirror.
Oh, with my magnified mirror. That's even better. That's pretty good, actually. That one would be more usable than the sunscreen one. Because, we don't want to say a diagnosis,
Yeah.
Okay, should we go to the sneaky mid-tier?
Let's go for it. Okay, these are actually really fun. What is your coffee order? I know that you don't actually drink much coffee, but for the sake of the game.
Ooh, what's my coffee order? How do I relate this to disability? So this is how I'll answer it to the date. You're my date.
Okay.
You know what? I really don't drink coffee, hardly ever. The only time I really find myself drinking coffee is at work conferences because they get so busy. I work in the nonprofit space, so I travel for conferences. I have low vision, and we just, it's really like go when I'm there because I work from home otherwise, where it's pretty chill. And so I have to drink coffee when I'm at those places. So my coffee order is a chai latte.
Super smooth.
Even though it's not coffee. Thank you. I try. And you know what? That's honest because I really mostly drink coffee at those events.
You're right. That's so right.
The honest truth right there. Do you want to try the coffee order question? What's your go-to coffee order? That's a hard one, though.
That's tough because, I guess. Oh, okay. I can force this to happen. I'm a frequenter of Starbucks since I work in a building that has a Starbucks. I love doing the mobile order for my Starbucks because that way I can see everything that's in my drink. Since my vision doesn't work well and I can't read the menu, but I can read the app.
I love it.
Alternate is because I'm a regular, the baristas know me and they'll call out my name, which helps because my vision isn't so good. So I don't know when they're waving me over.
That was like a double hitter there. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
That was so good.
See, I've had to flex these muscles so much lately. So I'm actually really using this as training.
Oh, this is there are so many good ones.
So many good ones.
Do you like concerts or live events?
Oh, I love concerts and live events. It's so much fun being there in the music and the entire experience that even if I can't see the artist's face really well, I still feel the energy in the room. It's super fun.
I thought you were going to mention accessible seating.
I was thinking about it.
Sometimes I've gotten to sit really close. I got accessible seating because I can't see well.
That's
but I love.
You should use it.
Oh yeah. Well, that's mine.
Do you like? Okay.
Do you like concerts or events? Yeah. I've actually gotten some pretty up close seats before, which has been really cool, like up close and personal, because I'm low vision, so I've gotten to get that felt really natural.
That was actually super good.
Yeah, I have low vision, so I just can sit close sometimes. And then when you make it a flex
right.
That's you're putting a good spin on it. You're like, if you want to sit close with me, come to a concert with me. And I'll get you,
the Blindy Perks episode we did.
The Blindy Perks episode, yeah. And obviously not always something we can do at a show, but sure. That felt like I really felt like I was on a date. I pretended that I was on a date, and I was like, you know what, that felt natural.
Impressive.
I like that.
That's a good one. Let me see. Are you more of a night out or a night in person?
Ooh, see, just in general, I am more of a night in person, but I'm trying to think of how that doesn't really, it's not because of my disability, so I don't really want to blame my disability on something that, is not, okay, I got it. I am typically a night in person. I like being cozy at night, but I do like to go out. And, sometimes going out at night is actually easier for me to see.
Nice!
Because my eyes are really, sensitive to the sun. So when I go out at night, my eyes can kind of take a rest and I'm not squinting as much because, I have like a vision problem. I love that when I mention the photophobia, I have to still add in I have like vision issues because it's like not quite saying that, Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
I have two that I'm going back and forth between because they both are really good. So, what's your go-to travel style? Or what's your travel style? How do you like to travel?
Oh, see, this is actually kind of easy for me because I did actually use something like this to disclose to a guy I was talking to. So I love traveling with family and friends because it's a lot more fun to experience things with other people, but also my vision isn't very good. So sometimes they can tell me what I'm missing, which is why I wouldn't rather solo travel. And that's really close to how I did it actually on the app. It was a little smoother because I was able to do it on text, but we were talking about travel and solo travel and why I don't like to solo travel. So this actually worked really well.
That felt great when you said that. Like it felt really smooth and natural when you said that.
Ooh, thank you. I'm glad it worked then.
I was kind of thinking, ask me because I have a...
Yeah, okay. What's your travel style?
So I do actually like fly quite a lot. And I'm pretty used to the airports now, but sometimes I still do get assistance because I can't see very well, but it's really great. I can board the plane early and
nice. It's a fun time. Make it the perks.
Make it the perks.
And of course, to disclaim, it's not like we're trying to, I don't know, like hide our disability or feel like we're problematic to people. But to be honest, I don't think either of us has really gone out with someone who is also disabled, who is also in the low vision community.
No.
So to disclose that your vision is uncorrectably bad to someone who's probably never experienced this before, you almost have to really ease them in. And eventually, right, like you can speak from experience, especially now, your soon-to-be husband knows like practically everything about you and understands your vision well. But at the beginning, you got to be strategic. You don't freak them out.
And I was. I
How did you
am not ashamed of it. I disclosed, actually, this is interesting. It was a different way that I disclosed to him. It just came to me. He asked me on the date and I said something about, I'll meet you I'll Uber there because I don't drive. Cause like it was a driving thing that I brought up. And I think that's how I disclosed to him, but it was very brief. I don't even think we mentioned it on the first date, hardly at all. And then on the second date, he asked me a little more like, so, how do you see? And, asked me a little more questions on the second date. But I still, it's not that I'm ashamed of it. And Cass, I'm sure feels the same way. It's not that we're ashamed of it. It's just, I would rather them get to know me before dumping a bunch of information, because knowing me is the way you're going to learn the best. Seeing us interact in space is the way you're going to actually learn how we see. And if I just sit there and tell you bullet points about how I see, that's totally different than actually knowing me and seeing me and being with me. And so I really didn't say too much. Like I wasn't hiding it. Like I would make jokes every once in a while about, I can't see that or whatever. But I wasn't bringing it up a whole lot, at the beginning. I still don't think I bring it up all that much just because it's not my entire personality.
Exactly.
But, like, I'm more open about it now than I was probably at the beginning.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I see one more that I want to give you that's I think is really great. If you're thinking if your brain is on the same like wavelength as mine.
Okay. Wait, was I supposed to ask you another one?
Oh, you can.
Go
ahead. I was going to ask you that one.
What's something you're picky about?
Ooh, something I'm picky about. It makes when you say picky about, it makes me think of like pet peeves, which makes me think of like fake service dogs. But I feel like that's a stretch. Like I'm picky about people walking around with fake service dogs because a lot of my friends have guide dogs. And because I'm in the low vision space, I'm in that space, and I get really annoyed. That's not really the right answer. That's not really what picky is, but
I mean, you can interpret it to be whatever you need it to be.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh, and I want to go back to something you said. You said neither of us have ever dated a low vision person, but we have both been in the talking phase with low vision people before.
That's true.
We have. So it's not that we're against it. We're not, totally closed off to that. Right. Just so the listeners know.
Yeah.
I mean, I am because I'm engaged.
Well, you're engaged, but not.
I would hope that I'm closed off to
you were not
dating
closed off
when I was dating. Okay. Are you spontaneous or are you a planner?
Ooh, this is good. I actually feel like I can maybe make this a little natural.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If you're thinking what I'm thinking.
I do a little bit of both. I like a little variety in my life. I do have my calendar pretty well planned, which is helpful because I do have to schedule my rides in advance since I don't drive because my vision is bad.
Yep. I would say I'm not a spontaneous person just in general, even if I could see well, but I wanted you to answer it that way because that is a conversation that comes up a lot in the blind space is how much we have to pre-plan to get somewhere. Like we have to pre-plan our rides, and if we're getting a ride, if we're getting picked up, if we're getting this, if we're going here, we have to be planners even if we don't want to be. And so that's a great way. I like that. That's a great way to put that.
That was a good one. I liked that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for hard mode?
Yeah, let's do hard mode. This is the hardest one, guys. Let's see if we can do it.
Oh, see. Okay, yeah. Beach or mountains?
Beach or mountains? Great question. I would choose the mountains because I really probably, I don't know.
You would actually probably pick the beach.
I'd probably pick the beach. I would choose the mountains because my eyes are just really sensitive to the sun. I have like a bad vision.
That's exactly what I was
saying. So the beach. And you know what? There's another one here that's what's your favorite season, and you could totally go a similar direction of like
absolutely.
Anything but summer.
Yeah.
Even if that's not true. Okay, here's one for you, Cass. Hard mode. Ready?
Okay.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
Oh, jeez. See, I don't know if I know how to answer that aside from the game. Like,
I know. That's actually a good point.
Oh, okay. I'll totally invent something. I loved getting to learn how to ride a bike, and even though my vision isn't very good, my parents still taught me how to ride a bike, and I did my best even though I ran into mailboxes often. It was a lot of fun to run around with the neighbors.
I actually, even though you were worried about that one actually turned out to be one of the better ones. I like that
thank
one.
you.
I could use that's usable. That's totally usable.
I know, right?
Like, I can't see well, but I still learned how to ride a bike. It's like, yeah, okay.
Do you have one for the favorite childhood memory?
I don't know.
You did not learn how to ride a bike.
You know what? One favorite, I was thinking like one favorite childhood memory, meeting another person with albinism was a big deal in my childhood, but I feel like that's too much information. I'm thinking I would probably say something like I really loved going to summer camp. We did a lot of like outdoor physical activities, and I was a little afraid at first because I can't see well, but I ended up getting to do all the things that we were supposed to do. Yeah,
that's super usable too.
Yeah, I like that. This one's a good one. Or do you want to give me one? I don't know how we do this.
I know. I feel like I'm losing track of who goes when. Let me see. Wait, okay, I think it's my turn to pick one for you.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
What is your dream home like? I feel like there's a really easy way to take this, actually.
Oh, yeah, I know this one. So my dream home would preferably be somewhere with a high walk score on Zillow. A place that has a lot of things nearby that you can walk to, or a city that has Uber or has rideshare that is, a little more metropolitan, not somewhere that is super small. But if it is super small, hopefully it's walkable. A place because did you know I actually can't see? I forgot to include that.
I know sometimes it feels implied, but it's not. No, I didn't even notice.
Why do you need it walkable? Yeah, why do you need it walkable? Well, let me tell you, buddy. This is why I need it walkable. Let me tell you, bud. Sit down. That's what you were gonna say, right?
That's actually exactly what I was gonna say.
Okay, that's a pretty good one.
I feel like if we're gonna take the light sensitivity angle, I could also say something that has a lot of adjustable lighting, because my vision isn't very good and I'm pretty light sensitive, so I love having good mood lighting in my house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it. Cass, what is your love language?
Well, so my top love language has always been quality time. And it's not disability related. It's mostly because I'm an extrovert and I love spending time with people. But let me see if I can spin this. I love quality time because let me see. Oh my gosh, this is going to be really bad actually. Because spending one-on-one time with people is helps me get to know them better, and since I'm not great at reading nonverbal gestures because my vision is bad, I get to know you more as we spend time together.
It was a reach.
It was a reach. It was not.
It was a reach. She tried.
She gave it my best.
For effort. You gave it your best shot.
It would be so much easier if my top love language was actually physical touch.
Well, physical touch, because I'm blind. I want to touch. Yeah, actually, right. I have a good one for that though. Okay. My love language is, it's not actually, it's the one I prefer to be given to me. My favorite love language to receive is acts of service, because I'm low vision, I don't drive. So yeah, when that's people easy. Offer to drive. Exactly. That's why I asked you, because I thought, but then that's a hard one.
I'm trying to genuinely answer.
To genuinely answer. I know. That's why it's hard. Yeah. That's why it's hard. I hear you.
Okay. Your turn to pick one.
Ooh.
I thought that was me. That was me. Okay. I'm losing the thread. All right. Oh, what is your favorite holiday?
Ooh. It's so funny how we can relate anything.
Literally anything.
Anything.
That was the point of this game.
My favorite holiday, and I'm answering honestly, my favorite holiday is Christmas. I love it. It is so cozy, so fun being with your family and all of that. One of my favorite things to do around Christmas time is I like to go out and look at all the Christmas lights. I can't see very well, but the contrast of the lights with the night sky is very easy for me to see, and it's very beautiful to me.
I love that. What
about you, Cass? What's your favorite holiday?
I've always been a fan of Thanksgiving since it kicks off the Christmas season, and usually family comes over, and it's nice to be able to see all your family at once, especially since I can't drive to see them since my vision isn't so good. But I love spending time with family. Thank you.
That's good.
I had to come back from the last one.
Yeah, in general, when I'm disclosing to someone, even if it's not someone I'm dating, if it's not through my job, it's through the not driving.
It's honestly like one of the easiest ways to disclose.
One of the easiest ones. And one of the things that comes up the most, it comes up. Like, it just does. Like, you're like, I'm getting picked up, I don't drive, you know, whatever.
Right.
It comes up. Or can you give me a ride? You know, and they're thinking, why? Why can't you just get here? Yeah,
exactly. So, and it's so interesting because we talk about all the time how our vision touches every aspect of our lives, whether we think about it or not. And it's, you know, fine. It's normal to us. But this is actually a really good example doing this, even though some of these prompts and questions haven't actually been related to our vision. At all. But this is such a good example of how this does, in fact, touch every aspect of our lives, that we could find a way to relate it in order to disclose, and not necessarily just because it's our entire personality.
Yes. I really like the randomness of this question. Cass, what would you do if you won the lottery? See, like, it's again the same thing. It's the same thing. You know, if I had sort of unlimited money, I would hire a private driver so that I would not have to get in and out of ride shares all the time. Like, that's so easy because my vision is bad, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yes. And I think we would also, this would be a little bit too much, but I was thinking, like, give our money to, like, organizations like Guide Dogs for the Blind or the HPS Network or something like that too. But I was thinking that's a little too much information maybe.
I know that's tough because, like, yes, would do, but also, like, too much information too early
But my first thought to relate it to us was, like, helping the blind community.
Yes.
But also, obviously, personal driver would be a given, obviously. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
Okay. We've hit a lot of these. I guess, what is your Roman Empire, right? AKA something you think about a lot.
My Roman Empire. My Roman Empire is how incredible dogs are, you know? I stay with me.
I got you, girl.
I love them. I have a dog. I've always been a dog person, and I'm friends with quite a few people who have working dogs, like guide dogs, because I'm in the low vision space, and it's incredible to watch them, and I think about that just all the time, how amazing dogs are. That was pretty good. I never know how it's going to sound until it comes out of my mouth. I'm like, this might not work. And then I'm saying it, I'm like, ooh, okay.
Actually,
all right.
Palatable.
Yeah, what's your Roman Empire, Kat?
See, that's a really good one, and I was thinking about that one, but I guess I could see, again, it's the living situation, or mostly the not driving, or in this case, I'm going to use my job because I'm really passionate about making sure that people with disabilities are able to access technology in a way that's equitable so they can use all the tools that they need in order to do what they've got to do. So I think about this all the time because it's not only my job, but impacts me personally because I have low vision and I really care about the community that I'm a part of. And I believe that we can make the world a more inclusive place.
Oh, I love it. I was thinking, as you were saying it, like walkable cities would be another one, or like self-driving cars, or just how we get, like how humans get around is also something I think about a lot. And like, even like how we got around in the past, like horse and buggy, like all the way back, you know, to from then to now and where we are. And so that's another good one to throw it in because to be like, well, actually I don't drive. So I think about like the 15-minute city where you can walk anywhere and
the super block like with like the common space in the middle. I know, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's like fun question. I like that one.
So chat suggested and I quote, unhinged / speed round ideas. This could be rapid fire. We've got 10 seconds to make it work. These are really stupid and I'm really excited about it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Favorite condiment?
Ketchup. Because you can see it really well when you're squirting it on food, because I can't see very well. So like sometimes mayonnaise like blends in with your plate, ketchup, you can see it.
Nice.
What about you?
I was going to say mustard for the same reason.
Okay.
I like the tanginess, and the yellow is great contrast on the hot dog. I didn't mean to just steal your answer, but
That's fine.
I'll
probably steal some of yours here in a minute. Okay, my turn to go first. Current hyperfixation.
Well, my dog, because he's awesome, and I spend a lot of time with him, because he's a working boy, because he helps me since my vision isn't so good.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Okay. What about you? Current hyperfixation?
My current hyperfixation, I've been really into painting my nails. It's fun. I actually do it myself, which is kind of crazy because I have low vision. So it's like, wow, I can actually stay in the lines. I know.
That's good.
Thank you. Okay. Last thing. And these are all real answers. We're trying to be real here. Last thing you Googled. I don't even know what that
I don't know the answer to that.
No, me neither.
Well, what I Googled recently was a show that I wanted to rewatch because my vision isn't so good, so rewatching content I've seen before is actually like extra fun for me because I get to pick up new things. I think that was 10 seconds.
Amazing. The last thing I Googled, I was looking up tour dates for Haley Williams' tour. I'm excited to go. I hope I can get a good seat. I have low vision, so I'm hoping I can sit closer to the front.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay. Wait, your turn, I think, right?
Or no, I think it's yours, because I did concert first. I mean, Google first.
You did Google. Oh, okay. Favorite emoji.
My favorite emoji, one of my favorites, is the sunglasses emoji.
Man, I was going to say sunglasses.
I have low vision, so I wear sunglasses a lot. It's cute. It looks like me.
That's awesome.
What's your
favorite emoji is the guide dog emoji, because I have a guide dog because I have low vision.
Surprise! That's not subtle at all.
No, I was trying to think of something that was actually like an actual answer, but what is I like the little like 3 stars, which is sad because I think a lot of people have been saying that that's a very common sign that you used AI.
Oh,
just kind of like the M dash and AI adds the little stars. I love the little stars. I've used them a long time. I love the little
stars. I do too. What's in your bag right now?
Oh,
a billion things.
A cane because I'm visually impaired. One sentence.
You said a cane? Is that what you said?
Oh, a cane.
Yeah. Okay. I have a monocular. It's this fun thing. Nice. It's like binoculars, but one, and it helps me because I can't see very well, so I throw that in my bag.
That's way better. I actually like that a lot more because it helps them to at least know you have some usable vision.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, good point.
Actually, I like that more. But anyway, your most controversial opinion.
My most controversial opinion is that I really... I would never actually say this, but it is true. This is actually true. My most controversial opinion is that optometrists shouldn't be just using the phrase "legally blind" willy-nilly, and they need to explain it better because I'm visually impaired. What's your most controversial opinion?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a non-service dog angle.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna go that route too, actually. What's
a controversial opinion?
Ooh, you could do an accessibility angle, maybe, or something like.
I guess like one of my controversial opinions. I have many. That good design doesn't make things inaccessible to people with disabilities, because I am passionate as someone with a disability having low vision. You can have good design too. That was way more than 10 seconds.
That was great. Okay, what is your favorite app?
My favorite app is Spotify. I really love music, especially because I don't have to actually look at anything while I'm listening to music because my vision isn't very good.
Love.
What about you?
Mine's YouTube. I don't watch a whole lot of TV by myself. I like to get close to the screen, and so I'm on the YouTube app quite a lot, and I can kind of put it on in the back because I can't see.
Okay. I was gonna be like, why?
I keep forgetting to like add that. I'm
like, I know.
It's because my
like almost like a sneeze. Because I think.
Well, it's so funny. It would have been so easy to say like a low vision app, but we want to be real with our answers here. Yeah. It would be so easy to be like the magnifier, or something like that.
But see, like that, boo, that's boring.
Boo. And our last one here is is it your turn?
What's your lock screen?
What's my lock screen? My lock screen is a picture of my fiance and I smiling at each other. I was really close to his face, and when I'm really close to his face, I can like see all the details pretty well because I can't see very well. So when I'm really close to someone's face, I can like see the color of their eyes if I get real close,
Oh, that's funny.
What about you?
My lock screen is a picture of a sunset that I took at Acadia National Park, and I think it's easy to look at, and I love to travel, even though my vision isn't very good.
What would be funny is if you took like an inspirational angle and you were like, but I can still enjoy the beauty of a sunset, even though I can't see. Yeah, I can still appreciate the beauty of God's creation.
But I appreciate, yes, absolutely.
But the colors. Yeah, because I feel like people are very, very scared that we're not going to be able to appreciate the beauty of nature.
Right. And we talked about this recently on, which episode was it? It was toward the very end of an episode we had done recently, like this year. We were talking about how I went snorkeling somewhat recently.
Yes.
And how parents might be worried that their kids might not be able to experience things the same way because of their vision. And, it just goes right back to it. We're close to the end of another episode, and here we are again talking about how we can still experience life, and you don't have to see every detail in order to like something.
Yeah, our friend Matt actually at the HPS conference did a presentation called How We See, and he showed a really cool, beautiful picture of a lake. And he continuously made the picture, quote unquote, blurrier or worse visual acuity to show that we still can very much appreciate the beauty and the colors of a lake, even if we're not seeing the fine detail of each ripple of the water or each leaf of the tree. So yeah, we definitely appreciate the beauty of all that.
Oh man, but this was really entertaining.
Hysterical.
Some of these are actually pretty good.
Some of them were pretty good. I think you need me to put them in our back pocket for if we ever, we're going to have to, the fun part, Cass, is we are going to have to disclose for literally the rest of our lives. Even if our dating lives are over. I mean, I went to a new place yesterday and a place today where I met new people. And both times I had to end up saying something because they were really peppering me with questions about my job, and I was trying to not make it so obvious. And then they were like, well, what nonprofit? I was like, no, what's that? So I actually was able to still keep it under wraps because sometimes you just don't want to share that with a random person. But,
especially when it's not that relevant to what you need to be doing.
Right. We're going to have to disclose for the rest of our lives, though. And so we might as well do it in a fun way and a way that is palatable to people and a way that, like I said, we're not trying to spare their feelings or make them feel comfortable with us, but it's more so they're not going to understand, and we don't want to throw a bunch of info at them all at once. We need them to understand piece by piece, little by little. And
we have the advantage of having a lifetime of lived experience and huge involvement within our community that our experience to us is so to so we're trying to be considerate, really. We're not trying
Yes, I agree. We're not trying to do anything for our sake. It's more for them.
We're trying to help them because they've literally never met someone who has low vision most of the time.
Yeah. Agreed. Yep.
So they don't realize that you can have a full life. Unfortunately, the media has done very little to present people with disabilities in a light of normalcy, which is why we have this pod.
Right. I love, though, that we could make a fun game out of it, and because it felt like a game episode, one of our game episodes.
It's been a while since we did a game episode, too.
It has been a while, so I love this. It's mixing a game with the disability, and we kind of made it up ourselves. So if you want to play, you can always join in, if you want to play a game like this. Yeah, I think we could make a whole new internet trend with this game. I think it's pretty fun. But yeah, we love you all. Thank you so much for listeing. And of course,
we'll see you.
We'll see you in 2
weeks. When we're together. Ooh.
At ATS. Bye.